Rest of the way. Thank you. And next we have another young man over here, Coach Brown. Introduce this one.
This is Jacob Johnson. He is another eighth grader. So most people know Jacob. Jacob plays third for us. He's also a pitcher. He is one that, again, we rely heavily on. He started Thursday night, or Monday night, I'm sorry. He pitched first inning, came in, did his job. Then he kind of struggled some. So we wound up, making a change. Jacob, another one, he's very hard on himself. Sometimes where I'm afraid that it may, affect his, his play. And that's what we try to tell him, look, again, adversity, it's a team sport, and those things. And Thursday night, he was down on himself, it was a big game, and he got pulled, and he was, just wasn't there. And then he come back in the last inning and wound up hitting the walk-off, so.
Sure did. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful piece of hitting. But you talked about that adversity, and before I get into interviewing Jacob here, baseball is a game that delivers a ton of adversity.
Absolutely.
You've heard the old saying, baseball is a game of failure. You're going to fail so much more than you succeed. And, we oftentimes see the kids, get down on themselves. I know I always tell mine, I was like, you don't need to beat yourself up because the game is going to beat you up.
That's a fact.
And when the game beats you up, you got to have a short memory to move on because you got, other players around you and other teammates relying on you. So once you get down on yourself, then that's ultimately going to affect possibly your teammates.
Absolutely, you're exactly right.
Well, Jacob, here I've known Jacob for quite a while, and this is a real quick story before I get into interviewing. But Jacob, came up to PYAA when we were 6 years old, and one night, we were out on the field, and several of these kids that are actually here from Picayune and PRC were playing as 6-year-olds, and this was back in 2013, I believe it was the year, so 7 years ago, as 6-year-old. See this big fella, big guy walk up, and I didn't know really who he was, and he has this little itty bitty guy, and he's kind of dragging along with him, walks up to the field, the coach pitch field there at PYAA, and he says, "Hey, I want you to take a look at this guy right here." And we were out there playing, had a little travel team already set up, for T-ball, getting into it, and this little guy comes in there, and he's like head and shoulders above the kids that we had playing. I mean, he's just throwing the ball all over the place, catching everything at 6 years old, and we just kind of dropped our jaws. But we knew then, that Jacob was going to be a good player and a special player, and he's a hard worker, and I've been around his family, and his dad in particular it was tough on him.
Right.
Demands a lot of him, and I think that that's paid off overall because that he sets those expectations, set those expectations high way back then, and he's lived up to them. So Jacob, glad to have you here, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about your role on the team. So how long have you been playing ball? Because I know, like I just mentioned,
I've been playing since I was 3, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's been quite a fun thing to do.
So you've been playing since you were 3, and I know you have played a lot of baseball. You played a lot. You played league ball. You played travel ball. Of course, now you play school ball. Talk a little bit about, all the different positions that you've played since you've been playing.
I've played everywhere pretty much. I think the only position that I haven't played is catcher. I'm not built for catching.
I think you've actually even caught a few times, maybe in a couple of tournaments, maybe an inning here or there.
I probably have.
Yeah. So what's your favorite position to play on the field? Third base. And, we were watching you over the weekend in the Jamboree, and of course on Monday night, making plays over there from third base. What is it about third base you like so much?
You just have no time to think. And when you have no time to think, you make less errors. Just fun.
Yeah, that's good. And talk a little bit about your stick, and that. Talk a little bit about the swing, the cut that was Monday night for the walk off, and what was your approach to that at bat, knowing that the game's on the line?
Go oppo, because with 1 out, bases loaded. If I hit it the other way, a run most definitely scores. So you just got to go oppo in that position.
So walk us through the the pitch. Where was it?
It was outside.
It was outside. You went with the pitch. You just pushed it over there, and
Yes,
it was
sir.
an excellent hit and game over. I wish I would have been recording that, Coach Brown, because just the excitement overall.
It was. You go from, it's crazy how the mood changes. But you're right. It was exciting. I was hoping somebody would have got it. We were when they intentionally walked. Sam, right before Jake, and Sam was like, man, they wouldn't let me hit. And when he gets down to first, I was like, well, look. I said, son, you did your job. And I said, I don't blame you, Jake struggled at the plate too, And I said, that's just part of it. I said, but I bet they won't do it again, And like I said, Jacob come through and he was down on himself early in the night. He was. He's hard on himself and, but he stepped up and he came out and he finished when it mattered.
I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Chris over here about, the importance of communication in a baseball game and on the baseball field, especially in the infield. Talk about that.
See, when you're in the infield, you have good communication and relationships. It just helps a lot because if you have good relationships, you get to more balls, and it's easier to make plays with that, especially double plays. But me and Chris, we work well together at third and second. Rolling double plays is just easy with him.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, we are super excited for you again this season. We know that your role is going to continue to grow, and you're going to blossom, man. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
All right. And Coach Brown, I guess